Are you one of the many people that happen to lose it or get tilted very easily when you're playing video games? You happen to get like really down on yourself, you struggle mentally all the time if you're getting like beat up a bunch in a game, you're missing your shots, you're making the wrong decisions, and you just keep staying incredibly hard on yourself and you just can't help but wanting to grab your mouse and just throwing it across the room. You are not alone in this. I am like this. I know many people like this, and there are thousands of more gamers out there that deal with this same issue when trying to improve or just become a better gamer in general. So I'm going to give you guys some tips that have helped me out recently with trying to keep my head on straight when gaming, trying to keep from getting angry too easily, and then finding every way that I can improve when it comes to trying to be a better gamer. And I'm going to be using specifically Apex Legends for my examples. So this is going to be 5 tips to help you build a strong mental game in gaming. Hello, welcome back to another video, everybody. Thank you for being here. Mwah, mwah, mwah. You guys have had a wonderful past couple weeks. Now, before we get into the main topic of this video, wanted to do the weekly update for you. Yes, I know I missed my video last week. I keep having this struggle with finding time to record. I like to record videos like in my private time when I have the place to myself, and I haven't been getting that lately, so apologies about being late. As far as how we've been doing the past couple weeks, we have been doing really good. Some big things I made some pretty big decisions in my life as far as how to handle my financials. I finished the book Total Money Makeover, and it opened up my eyes immensely as far as like how I'm spending money, where the money goes, and my bills, and how I can just budget my money overall better. So I've set myself up with a very strict budget. I paid off all my credit cards. I just decided to pull the money out of my savings, pay everything off, be done with it. So now the main thing I have to pay off is my car, and with a strict budget now, I'm hoping that within a year my car can be completely paid off, and then I just have basic bills after that, and then I can work towards that financial freedom that I've been desiring for so long now. For the first time in my adult life, I am now credit card free, and then hopefully a year from now, we'll just be debt free in general, and oh man, life will be so much better. So it is a lot of good things. I'm still doing the Wim Hof method, still working out. I have been losing weight because of my strict food budget right now, but it's all for a greater cause right now, towards one bigger goal of being completely debt-free, good credit score, and just financial freedom. So we are doing good, dudes. Now on to the main topic of the video, which is 5 tips to help you build a strong mental game in gaming. These are going to be things that I have been using over time now, things I've just kind of figured out just by self-awareness of myself and like how I can work through things, also watching other videos to help improve as a gamer in general, and then honestly reading self-help books and acting books that just kind of give me some more ideas of just how to go about some day-to-day stuff, this being specifically for playing video games. Now the first thing I want to go over is you have to look at everything being a challenge that you can overcome. Adversity is something that you can always overcome in life and specifically in video games. The trick here is by looking at something as a challenge rather than it's just an inconvenient problem, or as we all say, it's bullshit. By looking at it as a challenge, that means you have something that you can work on, something you can improve with, and you just can become better. Something can change by seeing it as a challenge. Challenges are meant to be overcome. So say in Apex Legends specifically, if you're missing shots, if you're making bad decisions, if you realize that you're not like playing cover better, if there's just certain specific little things that you realize that you're doing wrong, maybe you're looting too slow, maybe you're just not moving fast enough, like your movement is a little bit stiff or something, you can take the time to realize that these are challenges for you to improve on, become better with your aiming, your tracking, your movement, your decision making, analyzing the map, analyzing situations, taking the time and patience to try and just make the right play in different aspects of the game, become better at understanding the situation. Through trial and error, you can become better in all these areas, but you're looking at it in a perspective of These are all inconveniences to me. There's just no way that, you know, I can be better. But look at it as a challenge, and I promise by seeing it through that perspective, it gives you room to improve and become better. Another thing that you need to do, tip number 2, is to set goals and celebrate small victories. Set a goal of, say in Apex Legends, you've been only getting like maybe a kill a game. Well, set a goal to get at least 2 kills in a game, and then 3, and then 4, and then 5. Maybe you want to hit X amount of damage in your game, so set those goals. You've been hitting 300 damage, now go for 500, go for 600. Find ways to do that more and more. And when you do hit those goals, make sure to celebrate that. Be pumped. It shows that you have improved and that you have gotten better. Always celebrate those things. You have a hard time making it to top 5. Well, now you're making it to top 5. That's awesome. Celebrate that. You have to stay in a positive mindset when playing these games, and notice that when you are doing better. This kind of goes back to looking at everything as a challenge to overcome. This gives you something to constantly work at and something to become better at. Having these goals gives you a target, and by having a target, you know exactly where to aim and how to get better. By all this celebration and by accomplishing these small goals that you set for yourself, you're going to enjoy playing the game a lot more, but you're also going to enjoy the process of basically just being better in general. It's really good for your mental health to seriously look at it from this point of view. And now on to tip number 3, which is no excuses and be self-accountable. This is huge. There's too many times when I play with people that they want to blame everything in the game but themselves. Example would be really weird things, complaining about loadouts that other players are using. Why was this person there? Why did they push from this spot? Why is the circle moving this way? Why do we have to be up this hill? Why is this hill so steep? Why was this rock there? Like pointing out all these like stupid like little things to where it's like none of that actually matters, man. Somebody's using that loadout because that's the loadout that they like. That team was there because that's where they ended up. This was the time that they figured was good to push, and so they did. You can't get mad at people for just playing the game. So what you have to do is stop making those little excuses. Look at the situations as, what did I do wrong and what could I do better? Say I pushed at the wrong time. I didn't wait for a trade. I peeked out of this cover too far. I didn't play cover. I didn't play the door. I didn't rotate to a better spot when the circle was coming in. There's a lot of different ways you can improve in a game, and if you are constantly sitting there just blaming the other players and blaming the game, which are all things that are completely out of your control, you're not gonna get any better. You have to be self-accountable and notice areas where you are lacking and areas that you can definitely improve in. By taking the time to analyze your gameplay and see what you are doing wrong, what guns maybe don't work for you, what loadouts are bad, what character isn't great, where you made the wrong decision. Taking time to be critical of yourself and analyze your own gameplay and realize what you've been doing wrong this whole time is a huge step to absolute improvement. There's so many different ways that you can become better, but if you're just sitting there just blaming everything around you and you're not looking at yourself as like the potential challenge, then yeah, you're not going to be improving for a long time. By being self-accountable, that gives you the power. You now have the power to fix all the issues that have been happening, all the bad things that have been happening in your games. You now have the power to try and fix that. You can never control what the other players are going to do. You can't control what the game is going to do, but you can control what you are going to do. And that goes into the 4th tip, which is stop complaining. This is another huge one that so many people do. Soon as you start complaining, then you start getting more angry, you get tilted, your teammates get tilted, and now all of a sudden you don't have this team synergy anymore. People aren't making the right plays, people are just overall making bad decisions, they're not aiming good, they're missing shots constantly. It's just like, it just snowballs into this huge mess. Basically, it's negative thoughts lead to negative gameplay. Like literally, like what you think about, you bring about. If you're complaining about everything, you're honestly probably just going to keep getting really bad results the entire time. You see it happen like everywhere in game. You could probably see it in your own game. See your friends start complaining and they just keep doing bad. They're not getting any better. And also it kind of turns you into the bad teammate, and then eventually people do not want to play with you anymore because all you do is just whine and cry the entire time. Nobody wants to play with the crybaby. So you lose your friends that you can improve with, and you're not having fun with the game anymore, and you're making it so nobody else has fun. So keep it cool. Yes, you can be upset. Yes, you can be angry. But if you're sitting there just blah, 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 blah the entire time and just making everybody upset, you're not doing any good for anyone or yourself. So take the time, sit back, relax, breathe a little bit, walk away if you have to, go hydrate, step back. You know, if you feel yourself like going over the edge, just take the time to relax. Don't complain, just sit back, see what you're doing wrong, take, 5-20 minutes, whatever you need, and bring it all together, and then get back into the game and try again. And now for the fifth and final tip, which I think is a huge one, but it's also very simple, which is you need to laugh and smile. In the end, we are playing video games. Video games are supposed to be fun. It's good times with our friends. Yes, be competitive if you want to be competitive. Play to win as much as you can, but you also need to have fun at the same time. So when something crazy happens, whether you're on the receiving end of it or not, laugh about it, smile, have a good time. It's not the end of the world. You can still jump right back in and try again, and tomorrow is always a new day. Video games are meant to be entertaining. They're meant to be fun for people, and also just to share in good times with your friends. So try to do that. Keep that perspective. Yes, stay a competitive gamer. Go for those dubs and kick ass every single time. But learn it's not life or death when you play a game. Winning and losing is not life and death. They are for fun, and they are for competitive entertainment. Remember, entertainment is a big part of the video game. By laughing and smiling more, you will find yourself enjoying the game significantly more, enjoying the time with your friends a lot more, and just in general, you'll become a much more happy person because, like most of us that are gamers, we spend a lot of time gaming. And if you're spending the entire time just raging, being mad, beating up your desk, whatever it may be, you're gonna make a large chunk of your life pretty miserable. So have fun out there. Go for those wins, but don't forget to have fun. And that, my dudes, is gonna do it for this video today. 5 tips to help build a strong mental game in gaming. Thank you guys again for watching this video. The continued support, the little bit of support that I get of seeing some interactions on here, the likes, the views, it's not like a ton, but I am happy for every little bit that we are getting right now while I'm working towards getting my own place to get back to streaming and get back to basically just hanging out with you guys and enjoying my time with you again. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you guys for liking the videos. If you haven't yet, like this one too. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, just hit the little subscribe button down there and ring the bell. That way you guys know when I put out new videos. I'm trying for the weekly, sometimes it's bi-weekly, things come up, but you guys can still expect more videos to come in the future. If you do have any suggestions or any questions, leave them in the comments below and I will get to them as soon as I notice that they are there. Sometimes I get notifications, sometimes I don't from YouTube. And I do look forward to more interactions with you guys. I'll leave a link in the comments for the Discord. That's where the most interaction happens. I really don't post anything to Instagram or Twitter or anything like that. But Discord, we have a relatively active community. If you guys are not already a part of it and you just happen to stumble upon this video, talk about video games, anime, a little bit of working out stuff, and a lot of memes. And you guys can interact with me directly there, and maybe we'll catch some games on Apex, Valorant, what have you. But thank you guys again for watching this. Always appreciate it. You guys have a good afternoon, good evening, morning, whatever time it may be for you. Hope you enjoy it. Have a great day, great week, and a great life. Mwah. Much love to you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Ta-ta for now.